Thank you to my good friend, Mr. Alex Mooney. Thank you to my other good friend, Morgan Griffith from Virginia. These were two of the guys who helped me just with some of the logistics and the things that you need to know when you come to Congress, and I appreciate the investment you made in me. I'm from Central Virginia, so our districts don't touch, but Alex Mooney came to my district when very few wanted to, when I had defeated an establishment incumbent, moderate rhino, shall we say, for the nomination in the summer of 2020, and was being outspent nearly 10-1 in the general. Not many people were coming to my district and helping me out. And while we're border states, it's a good 5 hours or so for you to get to my district, and you showed up and you helped me with an event, and you helped me more than only maybe one other member of Congress with fundraising financial support, where you directed many of your supporters to help me during a time when I really needed that. And I certainly also consider you a lifelong friend. As someone who was never in danger of going to an Ivy League school, you are one of the few Ivy League conservatives who I know from your time at Dartmouth. I'm stretching to think of others. But I think of one who just got nominated for defense secretary. He's an Ivy Leaguer, so I don't know him personally. But the job that you've done in your family to have your son come behind you, who is a conservative leader at Princeton, to have your daughter, who is a freshman at a Ivy League-like SEC school in Vanderbilt, shows the example that you have had for your children and the way your children have wanted to be involved in what you're doing here, as I've met them on several occasions along with your lovely wife. But thank you for standing on principle. When I came to Congress 4 years ago with the life issue being one of the most important, if not the most important issue to me, to know when I got here that you were the sponsor of the Life at Conception Act. And I was quick to sign on, let you know I wanted to be a co-sponsor to that, to stand alongside you. And the issue that is the ultimate issue, it's literally life and death. It's the #1 killer in this country. And I often refer to what happened 2.5 years ago with the Dobbs decision politically in this body as the great departure, as so many in our conference and in our party don't want to talk about the issue now that the responsibility or the opportunity is there for us to lead on this issue. So thank you that you have led on that issue. You know, you've never been one of the guys who's the loudest voice in the room, who's doing all the talking. A lot of people in this body, in this chamber, like the sound of their own voice. But when you did take the mic, when you do take the mic, you always were strong and passionate and effective in making your case on what you were trying to persuade the rest of us to do. And I have admired that. I admired your courage, where you could have stayed in this seat for as long as you wanted to. And one of the great problems here in this body is it's full of people who their goal is just to be here so they can stay here, so they can be here for as long as they can be here, hopefully to die here, I guess, is what so many of them's priority is, while you risked a very safe seat, gave it up to run statewide. And while many of us supported you, as my colleague from Virginia just spoke about, Mr. Griffith, we fell short in that objective, and we can only hope that the person who was elected to that Senate seat in West Virginia will give them the conservative representation they deserve, and that you would have given them if you had prevailed in that race. So thank you for the example you've set. Thank you for your friendship to me. Thank you for how you've represented West Virginia. You've been a passionate, unashamed conservative. It's been a privilege to serve alongside you.